My parents served me papers. The house is your sister's, or we'll see you in court. I replied, fine. Then I countersued for years of unpaid labor on their property. Their lawyer called the next day, stammering about a misunderstanding. Original post, I-35 male, need to get this out. It feels surreal like bad reality TV, but it's happening. About 10 years back, my parents, Kevin, 65M, and Carol, 63F, bought a cheap fixer-upper. The vague plan was maybe a rental, maybe for me or my sister Amanda, 32F eventually. I was 25, starting my carpentry renovation career. They offered me a deal. Live there rent-free, fix it up in my spare time, build sweat equity. Seemed okay. Spare time became all my time. For a decade, weekends, evenings, I rebuilt the place. New kitchen, custom cabs I made, 2 new baths, floors, walls, electric, plumbing, roof, deck, landscaping. The works. Parents paid for some materials, often late. I bought plenty myself just to keep things moving, figuring we'd settle up later. They'd visit, praise the work. Looks amazing thanks to you. But never mentioned payment. It was always helping the family, sweat equity, rent-free living. Rent barely covered my material costs, let alone time. Amanda? Zero interest in labor. Lived off mom and dad pursuing an influencer dream. Golden child. Visited rarely, only commented how nice the house was. Last Sunday, parents invited me for dinner. Felt formal. Then dad slid a folder across the table. Kevin, Ryan, we need to discuss the house. We've decided, dear, we're giving the house to Amanda. Record scratch. Me, you're giving the house I spent 10 years rebuilding to Amanda? Kevin, yes, she needs the stability. Stability, new crypto. It makes sense. You had the benefit of living there rent-free. It's her turn. The audacity. Stunned. Me benefit? I poured my life into this place. Sweat equity, remember? Stern now. That was just talk. We own it. We decide. This is fairest. Don't be difficult. Family helps family. The folder held legal papers. An eviction notice stating the title was transferring to Amanda, 60 days to vacate, and a waiver from me to sign, giving up any claim. Me picking up the papers. Voice even. So you're telling me not asking, with lawyers involved? We hoped you'd sign. If not, Amanda will have to pursue legal action. We don't want court, Ryan. Just sign. Be happy for your sister. Looked at them. The entitlement. 10 years of my work erased for Amanda. Me took a deep breath. Stood up. Okay, I understand. Relieved. Good, so you'll sign? Me, no. Keep the papers. Family helps family. This is theft. Gasped. Ryan, cold now. You want the house for Amanda? Fine, keep it. But you're paying me for the work. 10 years of skilled labor, materials, market rates. Kevin, reddening. Ridiculous, we're not paying. You lived rent-free. Me, rent before work was maybe $800 per month. Now, $2,500 plus. Even subtracting rent, my labor value is huge. 6 figures, easy. They stared, mouths open. You want legal? Fine. Keep the house, I'll see you in court. For back pay. Walked out, hands shaking, felt sick but determined. Spent Monday digging up evidence. Old receipts, bank statements, Home Depot showing before, during, after photos. Thank God I took loads. Started logging projects, estimating hours. Kitchen alone, 500 plus, bathrooms 300 each, roofing, framing, it piled up fast. Tuesday morning, contacted Miss Stern, a lawyer specializing in property construction disputes. Laid it all out yesterday afternoon. Showed her the pics, list, papers. Miss Stern, Ryan, they have no idea what they've stepped into, do they? She explained, unjust enrichment and quantum meruit, getting paid fair value for services even without a contract. Said my evidence was strong. Living rent-free offsets some cost, but this scale of work by a skilled tradesman vastly exceeds that. Your parents essentially had an unpaid GC for a decade. This morning, Miss Stern sent a response to their lawyer, Mr. Davies, listed on the notice. Acknowledged their papers, declined to sign vacate on their terms. Stated my intent to countersue for unpaid labor materials. Attached a preliminary estimate, conservative, based on my quick log of $180,000. Mentioned we were still compiling the full claim. Now the wait. Part of me gutted. My own parents. But the other part? The one that sanded floors while Amanda posted vacation pics? Ready. Let them have the house. Let's see if they can afford the bill. Update 1. Thanks for the support, Reddit fam. Good knowing I'm not nuts. The Entitlement Express is chugging along. Thursday morning, day after Miss Stern sent the counterclaim email. Phone rings, unknown number. Call a yes, Ryan? Flustered voice. Speaking. Ah, yes, this is Jason Davies, representing Kevin and Carol, regarding the property. Okay? Stammering. Right. Well, received communication from Miss Stern about a potential counterclaim? For labor? Sounds right. Well, look, Ryan, I think there's been a significant misunderstanding here. Misunderstanding? LOL. Me seemed clear. Parents evicting me from the house I rebuilt to give to my sister expect me to walk away with nothing. No, that's confrontational. They deeply value your contributions, Ryan. Deeply. Funny way of showing it. Serving papers demanding I sign away my rights. Procedurally heavy-handed. Standard formality. Not meant to negate your involvement. My involvement has a price tag, Mr. Davies, as outlined, and that 180 cal, that was the quick estimate. We're still calculating. Heavy breathing. He probably didn't get the full story from my parents. Ryan, perhaps we can discuss this amicably before escalating. Litigation is costly. Me, amicable ended with the eviction papers, all communication via Miss Stern. Goodbye. Hung up. Felt damn good. Then the family phone offensive began Thursday night. Mom first. Ryan, honey, that horrible number. How could you? After we let you live there, you'll ruin us. This is Amanda's future. Don't you care about your sister? Deleted. Blocked. Dad. Blackmail. Extortion. Ungrateful. Amanda devastated, tearing family apart. Davies says, offer small amount, few thousand maybe. Take it, drop this nonsense. Replied, talk to Davies. Lawyers only. Blocked. Flying monkeys arrived Friday. Aunt Sharon, Mom sis. Uncle Brian, Dad's bro. Voicemails dripping disapproval. Aunt Sharon, Ryan darling, mother beside herself, not like you. Think family harmony. Amanda deserves start. Let this go? Uncle Brian. Father disappointed. Suing family, bad look son. Resolve quietly. Drop suit. Ugh, block them too. The delusion is strong. Amanda texted Saturday morning. Pure entitlement. Ryan WTF? Mom dad freaking out BC of you. Ruining everything. Promised me house, I need it. Stop being selfish greedy. Just sign papers. Not fair you lived free so long now, want more money? Unbelievable. Boyfriend, I already picking paint colors. Ruining our plans. Screenshotted. Sent to Miss Stern, didn't reply. Miss Stern's update. Davies called her back late Friday. Parents confirmed work. Ryan did a lot, but downplaying cost hours, insisting rent covered it. Davies lowballed hard. $10 nuisance money. Miss Stern laughed. Told him 180 cars was the starting point, final number likely higher. Mentioned bringing in professional estimators. Davies apparently backpedaled fast, needed to confer further. So they tried lawyer panic, misunderstanding, emotional blackmail, mom dad, flying monkeys, aunt, uncle, direct guilt, Amanda, and insulting lowball, 10K? Plays. None worked. Now, doubling down. Spent the weekend logging hours meticulously. Found more receipts. Pulled years of bank statements, took new detailed photos, found old texts, emails from parents praising specific work. Kitchen looks professional. It's all going to Miss Stern. The 180 calories was the warning shot. The final itemized bill is coming. This isn't just money now, it's principle. 10 years dismissed like nothing. The casual cruelty. They wanted the house? Fine. They're paying market price for the Reno I provided, no family discount. Update 2. Hey Reddit, it got dirtier, then the panic really set in. After the laughable Tenga offer failed, parents went into attack mode. Dirty trick 1, surprise inspection. Last Tuesday, came home to find Dad, Kevin wandering the yard, peering in windows. I'd already changed the locks, thankfully. Neighbor texted me. What are you doing here, Dad? Kevin, blustery, checking my property. Coordinate visits through lawyers, you can't just show up. Kevin, don't need permission. Wanted to see what work is worth this outrageous demand. Gestured at the deck. Hardly professional. Leave Dad, now, or I call police for trespassing. He grumbled and left. Called Miss Stern immediately. She sent a blistering letter to Davies about unauthorized access, intimidation. Threatened restraining orders if repeated. Dirty trick 2, smear campaign. Aunt Sharon, Uncle Brian went full tilt telling extended family their version. Greedy Ryan extorting poor parents, ruining Amanda's life. Got awkward calls from cousins telling me to back down. Ignored, blocked. Hurts, NGL, but proves I'm right to cut ties. Dirty trick 3, utility threat. Got calls from electric water companies, request from property owner Dad to disconnect services for non-occupancy, trying to make the house unlivable. Spent hours proving residency payment history. Stopped it, but WTH. Added to Miss Stern's list of bad faith actions. Davies claimed, unaware. Right. My response, full offensive enough games. Time to drop the hammer. Finalized documentation with Miss Stern. The log, detailed breakdown. Every project, hours, conservative estimate, 48 over 10 years. Materials, receipts, statements. Proof $38,750 I paid. Photos, videos, before, during, after. Timestamped. Proof of transformation. Proof of skill. Trade certs, business license, photos of paid client work. Texts, emails. Parents praising work, miracle worker. Contradicts current stance. Valuation. Realtor analysis showed massive value increase. Contractor quotes showed hiring out work, my claim. The final bill calculated labor at standard skilled rates, small family discount, but not free. Added materials, subtracted generous pre-reno rent estimate. Final number submitted to Mr. $265,400. Itemized, documented, justified. Miss Stern sent the package yesterday morning. Silence all day. This afternoon Miss Stern calls me. Ryan, you sitting down? Mia, oh. Mr. Davies just called, sounded like he'd seen a ghost. Said Miss Stern, my clients, they had no idea, the documentation very thorough. Conceded they can't fight the evidence. So they admit I did the work? Effectively. Tried arguing rates, rent offset, grasping straws. Kept repeating they just didn't realize the scale. Me, funny how they realized with a $250,000 bill. Exactly. He asked if there was room for negotiation. Big shift. I told him the number reflects reality, not an opening bid. Suggested mediation very seriously to avoid trial, where their dirty tricks would also come out. About an hour later, Mom calls my mobile, hadn't blocked it. Answered, put on speaker. Carol, hysterical. Ryan, what have you done? Davies called. This number, $265,000. Are you insane? We don't have that. You'll bankrupt us. Grabbed phone, yelling, extortion, madness. We will fight this. Calmly, it's the bill, Dad. For 10 years work you benefited from until you tried giving it away. You wanted lawyers? This is reality. Sobbing. But the house. Amanda, her future. Amanda's future isn't my problem. You made this choice. You served papers. You played dirty. Deal with the consequences. Consequences? We'll lose our own house. Me, should have thought of that before trying to steal my equity. Pay the bill or sell the gift house to cover it. Talk to your lawyer. Hung up. Blocked her number 2. Hands steady now. Grim satisfaction. They pushed, played dirty, dismissed me. Now they see the price. Miss Stern thinks they'll mediate fast. They have no defense. Amanda gets no free house. Parents don't get to ignore my work. They wanted a fight. They're losing, badly. Final update. Hey everyone, it's over, finally. Parents frantically pushed for mediation after seeing the $265 bill and evidence packet. New court would be a disaster. Mediation was about 6 weeks ago. Intense. Me, Miss Stern, parents, Mr. Davies, neutral mediator. Carol tried tears, pleading poverty family. Kevin tried blustering about rent-free living, downplaying the work. Miss Stern calmly presented contractor quotes, 350 kells, and the valuation showing the equity increase. Dad went quiet. Davies argued technicalities. Miss Stern countered every point with documentation. They couldn't refute the work, the cost, the value I added. Their opening offer? $75,000. Miss Stern? Rejected. Our documented claim is $265,400. Settle realistically or we proceed to trial. Hours of back and forth. Claims they'd be ruined. Mom cried about Amanda's lost dream. I stayed quiet until Dad called me ungrateful again. Me. Ungrateful? I gave 10 years of skilled labor assuming sweat equity meant something. You only turned ungrateful when it was time to pay the bill you incurred trying to give my work away. This is on you. Shut him up. Facing a public court case they cracked. The settlement. $210,000. Miss Stern advised it was a strong settlement. Avoided trial stress cost. It covered my materials, compensated labor significantly, still below top market, but fair, factored some rent offset. They also agreed to cover my legal fees. The aftermath. They had to sell the house, the one promised to Amanda, the one I rebuilt. It sold fast, thanks renovations. After costs and paying my settlement plus legal fees, their profit from the initial investment was minimal. Karma. Amanda got nothing. Threw tantrums, blamed everyone, broke up with Crypto Bro. Moved in with Aunt Sharon temporarily, still complaining. Zero self-awareness. Relationship with parents, Aunt Sharon, Uncle Brian. Dead. Haven't spoken since mediation. Sad, but they showed their true colors. Valued Amanda's wants over my decade of work, resorted to lies, tricks, no coming back. The $210 after taxes etc. is validation, payment earned. Revenge wasn't just the money, though that's good. It was forcing acknowledgement of my work's value. Watching entitlement crumble against facts. The panicked calls, mediation, failure of their scheme, selling that house to pay me, justice served. Moved into a nice new apartment. Feels good, focusing on my career, enjoying free time. It was hell, but standing up for myself and getting paid? Worth it. Thanks for the space to vent, Reddit. Peace out.